Good afternoon to those who listen. It is April 15th, 2024, 12:22 p.m. And we have some protesters blocking the Golden Gate Bridge. So it's been going on for a couple hours now. And they have totally blocked off the southbound lanes. And they've also blocked off another part of another bridge. So this is one part, and then there's another part.
We don't know right now how they're shutting down the Golden Gate Bridge, but we are going to our chopper shot, and that actually might reveal the scene there.
That's giving us a better perspective, and you can see all the activity there, and it looks a little different than what we're seeing over at the Golden Gate. Hard to tell, but I can see a banner there across the span there. They're holding up a banner. Over towards 880, they actually have those barrels in the roadway, but yeah, you can see that there are people standing in lanes. Looks like they're using their cars as barricades this morning on the Golden Gate Bridge, and there's a lot of activity there on scene. So
arguably that should be easier to clear, but you see right there, the bridge police are on the road there, but we don't have a huge police presence over there on the Golden Gate Bridge because so many police are over on the 880 right now dealing with that situation. So we continue to watch this morning. So many cars backed up. This is that video we got in at the 880 right there. This is what appears to be, Gianna, the most difficult situation. Those protesters, like we say, they chain themselves to those large barrels. And not only chain themselves to the barrels, it looked like at one point there was an apparatus where their arms were connected inside the barrel. So you can't just go cut the chains off, because they actually have their limbs tied together within the barrel side by side.
And aren't we hearing that there is a possibility that the barrels themselves could be secured to the concrete there, making it a really difficult task for law enforcement to remove those barrels?
Yeah, and it's been out there for over 2 hours now. So whatever they have set up there is really hard for anyone to get that off the freeway. And, this is shutting down 880, the Nimitz Freeway. This is a huge commute for a lot of people, and not just for people going to work and going to school, but this freeway is also used for a lot of big rigs, a lot of larger trucks carrying goods, maybe to the Port of Oakland. And because of that, you're seeing a lot of cars out there stuck behind these big rigs, and now they're letting big rigs use 580 as an alternate because they can't move here. This is a live look near the Coliseum, and traffic is just a standstill. If you're trying to even make the commute from 238 to maybe squeeze through there to get to, say, maybe over towards the, San Mateo Bridge out of Hayward, that's really backed up. It's over 2 hours to work your way through there.
All right, and taking a live look at the Golden Gate Bridge from Chopper 5, once again, you can see the back up there over the water.
I don't like it when there's a ton of people on a bridge, especially with all the bridge incidents lately.
This happened in November at the Bay Bridge.
And this Golden Gate Bridge was one of those bridges listed.
This is a serious situation when traffic is at a...
The Golden Gate Bridge was one of those bridges listed in the vulnerable bridges after the Francis Scott Key one. This was one of them, the top 13.
Still on multiple Bay Area bridges. You have to wonder, Gianna, if these protesters aren't aware and maybe, in fact, a little emboldened to know that when this happened back in November, according to reporting in the San Francisco Standard,
there's no punishment.
80 protesters who in that case called for a ceasefire in Gaza, they were charged, but of those, 78 accepted a little bit of a deal there, and it looks like they didn't really have to do much. In fact, some people say they only were ordered to do community service, 5 hours of community service.
Come on.
Did that incentivize more protests like these to bring the Bay Area and transit on a Monday morning to a standstill? It's a big question this morning.
Yeah, and you're seeing a very coordinated effort, and it's happening on multiple and major thoroughfares for people like the Golden Gate Bridge, like 880. Even Vern Glenn, our sports director here, is stuck in some of this backup. I think he just sent us some video. Can we show that right now? Show what Vern is actually on his way to work this morning, just like so many people in our community. And look at all of this traffic. This
I don't like it when there's
101.
I mean, I know
trying to get into
San California, and, they have lots of traffic.
To exit on and off the freeways once you get to a certain point.
If you think about it, let me just mute it and play it at the same time. If you think about it, if you can cause giant traffic jams, and there's lots of people stranded, stuck in one big area, that just gives people the ideas of, doing some bad things. So, I don't know.
Difficult time getting over there as well. Once again, you are seeing continuing coverage of now 2 Bay Area thoroughfares blocked completely by people who say they are, because of their signs, stopping the world for Gaza. Protesters here in the Bay Area. In fact, there's one right there taking a selfie, perhaps even live streaming this. We know that social media was the way, at least on one platform, that they coordinated this. And now hundreds
I guess those people forgot that there's actual conflict going on
into the city, then
between 2 countries right now.
Shut down, Gianna.
And keep in mind, we haven't even seen arrests happen. We don't see tow trucks coming. I mean, this could go on. If you go back to the Bay Bridge protest for an hour or so more here, Gianna.
And that's what concerns me, Nicole. We saw this happen during the APEC conference across the Bay Bridge. I mean, really messing up traffic for several hours. And this is also concerning for people just trying to start their day and get out and about. And now you're looking live at 880 and how far the backup is here. But just
a lot of people late for work today.
Doctor's appointments or
once if you have a doctor's appointment,
this morning. So just this effort of shutting down these freeways, impacting hundreds and hundreds of people just trying to start their day on a Monday. And that backup is just only going to grow as people try to get to work.
Just thought I'd bring this to you. I don't know. I just happened to find this. Crazy stuff going on. All right. Thanks for watching. God bless.